everybody. So this weekend we went to Cordoba and Granada, which was super fun. We spent like the beginning of one day until like 3:30 in Cordoba, and then we were in Granada for the 2 nights.
Yeah, Friday night and Saturday night, and then we just came back today.
Yep.
So we have a few video clips to show you. Otherwise, pictures are on the blog. You can look at those. There's gonna be a ton of pictures on Facebook too, more so on Facebook than on the blog. So on Friday in Cordoba, we got some views, some footage of a mezquita, of a mosque, and it's really cool. So you'll see a couple clips of that. You should keep your eye out for the columns, like look at how many columns there are. Cool. Originally there was 1,013 columns. Aubrey and I were trying to figure out how they had like an odd number. Just
yeah, it seems weird.
But now there's only 856 because when they added the Christian portion to the center of the mosque thing, they like took out a ton of
columns.
Yeah. So
here is footage of that.
Cuando llegan los musulmanes, ¿qué hacen? Reutilizan, se llama el espacio nave, Hay 11 naves, 11 puertas. Es la primera mezquita, portada cristiana. No vais a ver las esculturas talladas en el arco, la Virgen María. A día de hoy, Turquía, Estambul, pues le regalan al Hakan II el material. Son teselas vidriadas de medio centímetro cuadrado, 1 centímetro cuadrado. Es como un puzzle muy grande.
Pretty amazing.
You notice the decoration too? They're really into like the floral patterns, the geometric stuff, and then Arab writing. I zoomed in on a little bit of that, so hopefully you're able to see some of the Arab writing and the bigger decorations and works and stuff. So.
But not in the Christian section.
No. And yeah, and so here is the Christian section, and notice the difference in style of architecture and design. In the mosque. Oh, it's gonna be on here.
Bien, pues estamos dentro de la catedral. Cuando hablamos de una catedral, hablamos de la cátedra. La cátedra es la parte inferior del altar mayor. Ahí tenéis una cátedra.
Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you get it? It's cool. Then that night we, like Aubrey said, we also traveled then straight to Granada, and we got to see a city view from Albaicin. So that was really cool, but it was at night. So Aubrey took footage of that on her like regular camera.
Only realized, no. Sorry. And then they were like,
very pretty. And then that night after we went to Albaicin, we went to a old cave in the mountains, the caves of Los Tarantos, and we got to watch a flamenco show, and it was amazing. It was so cool.
And it had a couple guys dance to it. I've never seen the guys dance flamenco. It was really, really cool.
So here's some footage of that.
Normally it was just the one at a time, but that was pretty cool. And it was neat how they had like the 3 generation kind of. It was like the middle-aged woman, a younger one, and then an older one. They just did amazing. It was
so cool.
Really cool. Then Saturday we went to Alhambra, which is like
so amazing.
A huge tourist attraction. In Arabic it means the red, Alhambra, and it's like this Arab palace castle-y thing, but it also includes like gardens and basically a mini city. It's the most visited site in Spain, despite the fact that it limits visits to 7,000 people a day.
But it's normally sold out like every day.
The first footage that you'll see is actually of a Christian palace that was built inside the Alhambra, and it was built later on so that Catholic kings and queens, when they came to visit, would have some place to stay and feel comfortable.
And then after that, we just have some general views of everything. The one you'll see with the water is one of the most famous views. They were saying, like, postcards and stuff. You see it all the time. So here's that.
Como Mohamed hizo y ahora principalmente pues Mohamed no va a ir al particular,
So funny. This last one, I know I scanned it really fast, but if you're able to note the roof of the room, it has 8,016 pieces of hand-carved, hand-painted wood. Amazing. So the following room that you're gonna see is the room of the queen, and like the Arab queen. It's really pretty. It has also a really neat roof and stuff. But so the king sultan person had 4 wives, and she was the most important, so she lived within the Alhambra, and the other 3 like lived outside it somewhere or whatever. And she was the most important because she was the first to have a male a male heir. So she was the first to have a male heir, and so she was considered the most important, and she got this room in this palace and stuff. And it's super pretty and impressive. So that was really sweet, right? The room is so cool, the designs. Alright, and so here are just some other views and stuff of the Alhambra.
Then Sunday we went to the Ave Maria Cathedral in Granada, and it's ginormous.
En los domingos está cerrada a los turistas, a los estudiantes, ¿vale? Luego si queréis entrar por esta puerta, pero vais a ver muy poco de la catedral, ¿vale? Os voy a explicar un poquillo. Pues esta catedral se mandó a construir por Isabel la Católica, ¿vale? En el 1506 un arquitecto químico de gas.
It's like the cathedral where Isabel and Fernando, the Catholic kings of Spain, the ones who sent out Columbus in 1492, that's where they're buried, so we get to see their tombs. But unfortunately we could not video in there, so you won't get to see that. But it was pretty sweet.
Yeah, there's Isabel and Ferdinando there, as well as their daughter Juana, and then her husband Felipe, and then Miguel was the very first grandson of Isabel and Ferdinand through their daughter Isabel. But she died giving birth to him when she was 20. But she's not buried there. I don't know where she is. So it's those 5. So Isabel, Ferdinand, or Isabel and Fernando, whatever. Juana, Felipe, and Miguel. It's just like a little casket.
Yeah,
It's baby.
really sad.
And then we just came back tonight. Our family was like insane to see us.
So happy to see
They're
us.
like, we all got hugs and kisses all over again. It was really exciting, and they were back to like making fun of us. And Mel was like, "You never called me. I didn't know where you were, what you were doing." And I'm like, "We weren't doing anything." He's like, "What do you mean you weren't doing anything? You're in Granada. Why didn't you call?" I was like, "'Cause Aubrey was drunk."
Wasn't true.
It never happened.
But they were all scandalized by it anyway.
Yeah, I thought it was really funny. We did have fun. We did like go out for tapas, and we had a couple drinks, but more fun things to come, I'm sure. Hope you're all doing well. I had a great St. Patrick's Day. Alright, so
Bye.
bye.